It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live. Share the broadcast. Read the caption of the broadcast, the description of the broadcast, and share the broadcast as you are joining us this moment. The only Godfather. When APC came in, I remember telling people they were coming to show you how to legitimize corruption and all kinds of bad behavior. I have been proven right. And yes, at least a lot of you on this platform have been following when I kind of spoke on at the $3 billion or $3.3 billion that they were asking from AFREXIM Bank, Abi. Now they have told us the whole arrangement. I'll share that with you tonight. Tony Elumelu of UBA, the facilitator. By the time APC of Tinubu is done with you, Boko Haram's destruction will be a child's play. Today, sorry for the late start. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun, the Temple of Truth, live. I believe by now, those of us who are currently at the temple have read the caption of the broadcast, Abi, and the description as well, because the conversation is going to be kind of extended, so many parts, extensive. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder that Tinubu told the bandits and the rest of Nigeria that they just developed this monetary idea that would unify the exchange rates in Nigeria. And in fact, they were planning to inject $10 billion into the Nigeria economy. I don't know if you remember that. Anyway, fast forward to sometimes in September, when Naira started doing, relay race with the dollar, and things started going from worse to, I don't know. That was around September. So what they planned to do then was they approached the AFREXIM Bank. This is like Africa Export Import Bank. That's the shortening for AFREXIM. So Tony Elumelu of UBA was the facilitator, the person who was the intermediary between Nigeria, NNPC, and AFREXIM Bank. Although he collected, I think we heard that he collected, 3% or thereabouts from the deal. UBA made about, 100, about like 100 or 80 million dollars anyway. So finally, AFREXIM agreed to a deal. And that deal was to give $3.3 billion cash to Tinubu's government. Okay. In return, Tinubu's government will pay back with crude oil. I remember at the time that I was asking that, okay, how much crude oil would Nigeria be paying back with? This morning, they finally released a kind of the usual detail of the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the AFREXIM Bank has given Tinubu's government $2 billion cash already. And they said from that deal, it's a loan for 5 years. Okay. And for that 5 years, Nigeria will pay back 11.8% as interest. Okay. Sounds good, right? But it has to be paid back in 5 years. Okay. If Nigeria does not pay back in 5 years, Nigeria will then forfeit 164 million barrels of crude oil to AFREXIM Bank. So AFREXIM Bank will then go and sell the crude oil. They will now take out their loan, the interest, and the cost of doing all of that wahala. The worth of that crude oil that they are using as collateral is put at $12 billion. Yeah, 12 billion. They are borrowing 3.3 billion. And they are using the collateral of $12 billion. Remember, they don't have any plan of paying back any loan. Whoever is borrowing Nigeria money now, these criminals are comfortable servicing the loan, which is paying the late payment fee every month. They have no plan of paying back any loan. In case if you don't know, all right? They have no plan. And in that regard, it simply means the 3.3 billion cash that they are collecting. Remember, the money is not going into anything. No. Here you get, I'll still tell you what they use the money for. So that when people like us tell you that praying for Nigeria to succeed is like you are praying for the devil to destroy you. The intention of these criminals is evil in the long run. So when they tell you to pray for them, see, you are praying for the country to get better. They are plotting to bury it, to bury the country and the people inside it for whatever cash or amount of money they can get. Do you see the contradiction? That's why people like me don't pray for Nigeria. Or for these criminals to succeed. And that is why it is easier for some of you to point fingers at us that it is because we don't wish Nigeria well. Maybe that is why Nigeria is not well. But situations like this, they are to remind you why Nigeria will never work. If you are paying attention, no amount of prayer can make Nigeria work when what they do every day is to bury her. Do you understand that, Sha? It doesn't matter. They are using $12 billion worth of crude oil to borrow $3.3 billion so that they would have dollars in cash that they will give to their oil marketers as subsidy. The money is not even going into Nigeria to do anything. No. The money is just to be there so that they, when they want to go abroad, they will have that dollars. When they want to convert your naira to dollars as their loot, they will have dollars. Abi? So then the oil marketers, those ones are there. If they do, they are like the Orisha Kunlebo, the deity that they have to give a sacrifice to, and they would sacrifice their, these thieves, it is dollars. The money is not going to do anything in Nigeria per se. Here you get, but they have already used Nigeria as collateral. 164 million barrels. So they say in that deal in call, if in 5 years, Nigeria failed to pay back the lender, that is the people giving them the money now, they will have the right to begin to lift crude oil from Nigeria until they lift 164 million barrels. Now, the value of that is put at 12 billion right now, based on the current, oil price. In 5 years' time, so if the crude oil price is lower than $70. That means they may even take more than 164 million barrels. So they said in that deal, so once they take the oil, they will now be selling the oil. Not Nigeria, these people, they will be selling the oil until they make their money back. Now, when they make their money back, whatever is now the difference, maybe some change are left, you will never hear about it again. By the way, I'm just saying it to you that they are telling Nigerians that, so it's not that bad. In 5 years, even if we no pay, we can, the money is needed in Nigeria now. So to make you believe that, Abi. So even if we don't pay them, we have crude oil now, Abi. There's crude oil now. So once they take the crude oil and they sell the crude oil and they make their money, we don't know how long it's going to take, but that's the deal, Sha. So once they make their money, so the leftover, they will give us back. It's even, Nigeria doesn't even have to pay. They're already telling themselves that, oh. The Abubu sellers are already telling you that. Nigeria doesn't even have to pay. They don't have to pay. 12 billion as collateral for 3 billion. You should know that such deal could only pass where the interest of the criminals that are supposed to protect the interest of Nigeria, their own interest only, has been taken care of. In 5 years' time, now those ones go to cash out like those who work with Bokwari and then use Nigeria's foreign reserve as collateral to take over $20 billion from American banks. Nigeria did not know anything. No Nigerian knew about it. Until those banks now came and they said, since Nigeria is not planning to pay them back, they would have to go on and take the money, which is the Nigerian foreign reserve. How much is in Nigerian foreign reserve? By the time they did all the calculation, the balance in the foreign reserve was 32 or 33 billion. That is what they put as figure for Nigerians. Nigerians didn't know that they have used about 30 billion of that money already. So right now, that is also another problem that they are currently not telling you yet, or you are currently not paying attention to yet. The Nigerian foreign reserve is almost zero, maybe 3 billion. But it is still showing the balance of 30 or 32 billion. No? Here you get. But 30 billion of that money is already a collateral that if the banks decided to in America, it's just going to be like, gone on here. But till today, no one can ask or no one can tell what Bokwari used $30 billion of Nigerian foreign reserve for. Some of you probably don't even remember. You're just looking at him like, what is he talking about? Like, do you even understand what I'm saying here? No? Okay. Well, that happened. It is similar to this using 12 billion as collateral for 3 billion. Meanwhile, the money, you have no idea what they are using it for. Do you? Do you have a clue? No? I do. Because we remember when it all started. It all started that we need cash. Bokwari don't empty everywhere. Nothing like BC. So they started running about. That was where Tony Elumelu of UBA, that's where he came in. Facilitated the deal. It was a good deal for them. You know what I mean? Like, as a banker, who is going to be the one to receive the money on behalf of Nigeria for the central bank, whatever, right? He has cut out his own 3%. Middleman. This is the money that the rest of you are going to pay. Remember the last time they said, if truly Nigeria population is 200 million, with the current Nigeria debt, every Nigerian that is living is currently owing the creditors, the debtors. You are currently owing over 600,000 naira each. And I know some of you are like, not be me, it's not me. They don't have to ask you to pay it. They just have to continue to make life hell for you in the name of trying to cover and pay for your debts. The debts that you have no single taste of. Here you get. So they collected this money because that was the time they told you subsidy was gone. And if subsidy was gone, true, to be honest, without lies, by now, a liter of petrol in Nigeria with this exchange rate, ladies and gentlemen, petrol should be around the 1,700 naira per liter by now. No joke, yo. Is that my good? That's too much. You have no idea what they are doing to you yet, but it's okay. It's okay. You will. However, the reason why I said by now it would have been to that is because, number one, these marketers 7 months ago, ordinarily to access dollars, that means they would have to cough out about 800 naira to $1 7 months ago. Okay. Between that May 2020, between June 2023 and December 2023, Nigeria naira has jumped from 800 to $1. 710 naira to $1, to over 1,300 naira to $1. As you are watching this video, Nigeria naira to dollar is around official, the one they actually have to say like officially now, official, is about 1,260 naira officially. So if those marketers were not quickly given something, because na them demo, because we don't even know the marketers anyway. So by now, if they have been following the trend of your dollar, 1,500 it will be the cheapest. Petrol, as for diesel, maybe 3,000 naira per liter. Diesel by now. But they told you subsidy was gone. How are they going to tell you again that they are going to have to pay subsidy? With the money they are borrowing. So they changed it. They turned it into dollar subsidy. And they announced, oh yeah, we have dollar. All the marketers have dollars now. Everything is back now. People should not worry. Everything is okay. We are blah, 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 blah story. So that was why they needed that money. They needed the supply so bad that they have to settle for that criminal deal. We've heard about the P&D. I've been a PD and I. You remember that case in the UK? Where they gave them, they signed a deal with Nigeria. And in that deal, they said if Nigeria, for any reason, violates the deal, Nigeria was going to pay, billions of pounds sterling as fine. And it is Nigeria ministers, Nigeria government officials, they were those who sat there and they signed it because it is their own interest. If the project happen in Nigeria, they will benefit, not you, the people. Now, if somebody comes later and say because they are new government, they don't want to do the project, right? They will still benefit because Nigeria will pay fine. Billions of pounds sterling. So it's a good deal to them, for them. Because last, Melu has collected his own share. Iyari has collected his own share. Other people involved, they've collected their share, right? And they've also invested in the future that we know Nigeria is not going to pay this money back. Let's not deceive ourselves. Sorry, P&ID rather, yeah. P&ID. They crushed that in the UK court. You could probably give that to Okuwari, like among other horrible things is known for. Here you get. Nigeria ministers and government officials under Goodluck Egbere Jonathan, they set the trap for their own country. That would have probably wrecked Nigeria by now, but forget it. Nigeria no go pay any money back. They have already put Nigeria name in the financial world. Nigeria name is there as negative. Investors, they see all of this all the time. Do you understand? So even if they say, okay, yeah, Nigeria must pay 11 billion, I'll be 1 billion pounds or something billion, right? Nigeria will still not pay because Nigeria had no get money to pay anybody. All the people borrowing or giving money to Nigeria right now, they don't know Nigeria is not going to pay. The reason why they are financing those debts is because they wanted the world to see them like, see, we don't have much. You understand? So just take that one from us so that we can be servicing the loans. But give us another one. We are doing our economy. When the economy is better, we'll pay you back. No. Nigeria is not repaying any loan. No. Very soon they will start campaigning for debt forgiveness. That people should forgive the debt. Please, please forgive us. Forgive us, write off our debt. And they will still use that to rip off Nigerians. It is what it is to them. Abi? So this is going to be the future scandal, Abi. And I hope you will remember that they have told us now that some people that we don't have to know, Nigeria is now owing them 164 million barrels of crude oil. Write it down. Write it down so that, there are those who knows that in Nigeria today, like I said, that Nigeria doesn't pay loan back, okay? Nigeria has borrowed money from almost everywhere in the world. They borrowed money from China. In China, Chinese know they forgive loan. Go and check their history. They will tell you, we were poor like you too. We fought our way through it. There's no charity here. It's a give and take thing. Go and read it in their history. They know they forgive loan. No. All this debt forgiveness. I've said it that if the situation get to a place where they borrowed money from everywhere and the people they borrowed money from, they begin to come around to take over every part of Nigeria that they have used, because you have no idea what these guys are capable of. A lot of you have been told to begin to learn Mandarin, Chinese, learn how to speak Chinese. Some of those rail line, they borrowed money. They are in debt over the railways, the ones that are working. Even though they borrowed money to build them, they do give away with railway. They are in debt too. Now they are not making enough money to even kind of pay back at the loan. No, they do give away. One day, when the Chinese come and say, this part colonize, it's now China territory. Now shout, una go shout too, Abi, and say it's impossible. This is our fatherland, the other. Do you know that they have used you and your father as collateral? Do you understand Chinese? Abi, I'm just saying this, it may sound funny. Go to some African countries where they have reported that China have taken over their national assets because they can't pay back loan. Here you get. You will learn how to speak Chinese because they will begin to make announcements on their trains, and you begin to, the last time I checked, there are already Chinese police stations in Nigeria. Are you surprised? That's the problem. A lot of things come to a lot of you like, oh, really? No, I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough. You may not. There are Chinese police stations in Nigeria. There are Chinese policemen. That if you violate anything, they can arrest you and put you in their own. Seriously, yeah. So what remains? You will see Chinese, what have you at the train station? You misbehave. That's why you have to learn how to speak all of that, because these guys will use everybody. The future generation. You understand? They will use everybody as collateral. Or have you ever seen any country where they will say they are borrowing money that they will pay back in 100 years? Have you seen that before? Loan. Nigeria is owing debt to some countries, and they put there and said 100 years, 2095. So many of you that are alive today, that are waiting for a working Nigeria. Do you see now? 2095, are you going to see be here? A lot of us will be gone, far, far gone. They have used us as collateral. Go and read it. It may sound funny to you. It shouldn't. Because in reality, right? In reality, even if they do not colonize us, that is the template of generational poverty. Do you not understand? You will never, ever, ever be able to live up to your potential as a people, as a country. Do you not understand what that means? Or do you think 2021st slavery is still about chains? Padlocks and all that? No. Now debt, basic. Ask all our mama that have been trapped in that same quagmire, whether they put their breast on top warm lantern. That is kind of literally, by the way. It's not like they actually put the breast on the lantern. But only lantern are the conditions they give to them before they borrow them stipends in an economy that is already dying of hyperinflation. Everybody want to solve. Okay, I give it to a condition, give it to us. So they don't care. They will borrow money from everywhere. As long as it's going to satisfy their own whatever today. And as some believe, secure the future of the generation unborn of theirs, not yours. So that's it. They devalue the currency. They ensure that the inflation continue to make you work like quadruple times of the normal way you should work or kind of live just to survive. And there's nothing like, you know, some of you are like, give them time. Of course, they have all the time in the world until you stop them, you know? So as we were still kind of looking into this NNPLC or the NNPCL deal, oh man, I saw Betty back Betty a deal, but I'm coming to Betty. Look at Betty's predecessor. Betty's predecessor, the Shadia Umar Faruku, the former minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Poverty Alleviation, the woman that single-handedly shared over 500 billion naira to 11 million households without using any book. Alajo Shomolu. I think some of you have heard about the story of Alajo Shomolu. Alajo Shomolu is, was a thrift collector, daily thrift collector, and he was was kind of an illiterate who doesn't read, who can read or write. All right, so, but he was collecting different amounts of money from hundreds of people, and he never writes it down. And when it is time for everybody to get their money, everyone gets exactly what, you know what I mean? So they started saying, Alajo Shomolu gets sense. Alajo Shomolu, the thrift collector. You see, Shadia, he's the female version of Alajo Shomolu, but a kind of a different version too, like not female, like a kind of opposite version. He's the Olori Gbewiri that you, who wouldn't become a Gbewiri in a system that was kind of intentionally, all right, created for you to loot. They said she was to lift Nigerians out of poverty. They don't know say na 9-inch, what do you call that one? 9 inches block. Concrete block, they go tie for everybody's chest and back, and dip them inside the ocean of that poverty. In 5 years, people like Shadia became super rich, like super. I'm talking about billions, man. Some of you will be wondering, like, how is it possible to move billions? Come on, shut up. It's Nigeria. It's a crime scene. Just come on, sit down, listen, and learn. It's a place that defies all logic. They make laws, different laws on financial. No. It doesn't work. It doesn't cover them. They've got immunity from that because it is an approved crime to lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty. So they were to give them 5,000 naira every month. And they call them the most vulnerable. This woman, at a point, decided to train. Listen to this one. Oh. They trained 1,000 youth on how to repair mobile phones with 5.7 billion naira. This woman, oh, to empower the youth. So they spent 5.7 billion naira to teach youth on how to repair rechargeable lantern and mobile phones. I don't know how many of those people will probably get a share from that 5.7 billion, but it is just the way she spends. Yeah. At a point, she said she shared, listen to this one, she shared 500 billion naira. Not million, no, B. Do like that. B. Billion. To deep. She said she shared 500 billion in 1 month to 11.7 million people household. Oh yeah, bring the proof. Everything is here. She will really the crazy. Where's the documentation? You have to show. Come on. Now there Wahala started. So EFCC is looking for her. They invited her because they said there is a man they have arrested. And that man alone was caught with 37 billion naira from this woman. Maybe that one, they say, let me keep this one, hold this one for me. I will ask you later. Now, among others, they didn't tell her everything according to the EFCC of Tinubu. So they now invited her over that she should come. She gets some case to answer. Shadia, suddenly, like Diezani, Shadia don't get its problem. You know, that's synonymous with Nigerian criminals, right? They are very healthy when they are looting your money. But when they begin to call them to come and answer questions, they will start, suddenly they will be unwell. It's either they need to go and see their doctor in London. It's either they are suffering from, it's either they suddenly broke their back or something like cancer or something has suddenly happened. And it is the same playbook, the same pattern. Shadia is sick now. They haven't told us what happened to Shadia. But according to Shadia, Shadia needs 3 weeks before she can come and answer the question as the former Minister of Humanitarian and the Poverty Alleviation Minister or something. They do not come to alleviate your poverty. Can't you see? They are not there to make your life better. Making your life better is like doing the right thing. Once they begin to do the right thing, everybody's lives will be better. They do not need to hand you money, give you money. Shadia, báwo ló ṣe pín 500 billion? How did you share 500 billion, Shadia? She said it is cash by Andy. Share 500 billion to 11.7 million people. Cash at Andy. This one is only. That's why they call her the chief bewiri. So they are now asking her for just 37 billion. And you think the intention is to actually get her on a crime? It's just a show off. The person that took over from her name is Betty. Betty Edu. She is the former commissioner of the Cross River States. case if you have forgotten now. You remember the Shatter Mouse steamship, Tinubu steamship, December 2022. Okay, yeah, briefly.
The woman leader for APC can answer the question of health, I believe.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to very clearly state that the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, when voted into power, is really very specific on achieving universal health coverage through
Betta Omoto Sean. She didn't waste time. See, they might be telling you money no day, there's this and that. All of you APC, Egbekegbe member, some of you don't even get sense. Don't even know why I want to tell you this. I don't know what you are going through. All of now, we don't turn cripple because you are waiting and standing on the mandate. These guys have been loading and offloading everything that is readily available in billions. Yo. Just 4 months, how many months ago, they announced Wirewike as the minister. Even Wirewike, they are putting 67 billion naira for supplementary budget in 2023, said he has already kind of disbursed over 50 billion already. And they are waiting for the disbursement of the 2024 budget, the one which is the proper Ogbonge one, where the looting is really, really packaged. Better edu. Money no day. Better edu. As sort of requested for the sacking of a lady, Halima. I think Halima Haruna or something. All right. They have this agency. NIPSA or something. Don't mind me all these names though, because you don't even need them. Just follow the story, okay? So there's this lady that is the CEO of this bogus agency created to be under the ministry, and this NIPSA or so is usually meant to be for disbursement of money. Here you get, so they always have money. So this lady was sacked 3 days ago. Okay. Do I even have her image here? Let's see if I still have that. No, I don't think. Okay. I think I do. It's a tiny one. Shashe you see on the far right. All right. So she's working in that. So she was arrested. They accused her of stealing 47 billion. And she said, no. I did not steal the money. I moved the money away from the usual account to a safer account because of Betty. Anyway, yes. Since Betty came in, she has been scraping everything from everywhere. Like Ogboju Oloshaule. You know when this when kleptomania enter your house, it doesn't matter what they have. You know who do people call kleptomaniacs? People that cannot do without stealing. They can, I mean, even if it's ordinary comb, hair comb, they will steal it. There's something in them that just be like, oh yeah, take it. They can even steal your remote control or steal the batteries inside your remote control. Just take the batteries. What do you want to do with the batteries? I don't know. I just felt like I should steal it. I want klepto gidi. You will see some of them when they start beating them in the market. They will say, you this fine woman, you came in that car and you came inside this shop to come and steal wig. You came here to come and steal a wig of just 50,000 naira. And you are driving about 10 million naira car. Kleptonia, I want kleptomania kini. You call it ishe in Nigeria. Though they call it arun opolo, which is you call it ishe. What is ishe again? Ishiaye is like, you know, like evil people. Maybe she's caused so that she will be disgraced everywhere. Bad people, evil people. Abi? Like in the UK, they call it mental health. And like it's just a mental health problem. Somebody's asking, so Mayegun, what do you call it? I don't know, but you shall have an idea of what I'm saying now. People that just steal, you put them in anywhere, they will steal anything. They said since Betta came in, big bewiri, anywhere, anything way in day. It can't be like, say, you know, they say, could just be like, hey, what is that one? They say, that one is NISRA account. NISRA account is for, how much is inside the place? It's 35 million, ma. All right. Raise a memo, 35 million. Oh, yeah, we want to buy pure water for the ministry. 35 million naira pure water. Oh, yeah, go and madam, that money is meant. Are you mad? So this, they said this one, Alima, no agree. So Tinubu forced removed. EFCC can't grab her. Okay. However, somehow, inside that place, they now released one of the desperation of Betta Edu. Betta is saying some people are roping her in. There are some people who are corrupt. Those ones will work with Bokuwari, the ones that Tinubu and Co met there, right? The ones that work with Shadia. So Betta is saying that those people are so corrupt that they want to tarnish her image because she is trying to lift the poor people out of poverty. But these people, they just want to spoil her name. That is why you are seeing all of these things you are hearing. What is my business with money? I am just a minister. I am just trying to help the people. Okay, madam. Oh, yeah, show working. The people are not done with her. Omolari in just 4 months into your loan. You've not even spent a year, Baba. Be afora, be ole, be GBT, be raw. You know? They say Betty say the poor people in Ogun State, the poor people in Lagos State, all of them where they shout, being power in Lagos. They have given your money to somebody. I'm coming to that. All of you who are poor in Cross River State, all of you poor people in Akwa Ibom State, they have given one woman your money because since there is no money that Betta will probably scrape together within the ministry, in a desperation, she wrote the Accountant General of Nigeria to quickly, as soon as possible, as a matter of life and death, as a case of emergency, as a case of, please, I need you to transfer 585 million naira to this bank account as soon as possible. Please, they are about to shoot. Shut the fuck by any. Like somebody we won't pay ransom. That's how the Betta Edu decided to write the Accountant General to please pay this woman. Put your face on the screen so that you can see the name and the account number, okay? So the name is Oniyelu Bridget Mojisola. Here you get. She is the one that will now transfer everybody's poverty alleviation money from her bank account. She will now pay everyone in Lagos, the poor people in Lagos. She will transfer everybody's pay, your 25,000 naira, I mean your 15,000 naira. Anyhow, okay, hang on. 219 million naira for Lagos, 219 million, I'm sorry, 73 million naira. Sorry, 219 million naira for Akwa Ibom, 73 million naira for Cross River, 219 million naira for Lagos, 72 million naira for Ogun State. So imagine me, Mayegun. The government of Nigeria wants to alleviate poverty. And since I belong to APC, all I need is to do is just give them my bank account number. All right? And as I am seated here, 2 billion if you enter the account. Nobody could ask questions back. 2 billion. So everybody will come from Akwa Ibom. They will be waiting for 25,000 naira. Come on, Ewagba. All of you waiting for Lagos. You'll be waiting for your own 25,000 naira. Agba. Money within my account. Maybe say I don't look for properties in South Africa, New York, and few other places to see where I think it's going to be suitable. You are waiting, poor people. Abi? You're waiting for me to come and share the money, Abi? Because they've already told it is like you don't understand. But if the government put the money, you need to be you are a very honest man. You need to share the money. It is not about me sharing it or not anymore. It is the fact that I shouldn't have any business with any government project that has to do with public fund going straight into the purse of the citizens. It must have traces. Once you send it to me, story magu now, what do you expect? So you want me to do the job of the ministry? Ma begin the right name. Akintola Lewis, 25,000. James Ononofe, 25,000. Akwa Ibom East. James Ononofe 2. Cross River West. Do you think that make any sense to you? Because the intention is not to share any money to anyone. The intention is to use some few handful of their aid, use them as conduits to milk whatever they can milk from the system. And you can continue to ask them to come and do the right thing by you. You need to do and take care of the poor people. The poor people are suffering too much. They do know that you are suffering, so what? As long as they have the control, which is what they do have, by the way, until they don't have that control anymore. And unfortunately, the damages is beyond just how much every one of them is trying to milk from the system as soon as, so desperate. So desperate to kind of, I don't know, like money. And what? While the rest of you are being told again and again. Talking about money, by the way. Yeah, talking about money. You've seen what they have done to the computer village in Lagos at all? No? The Lagos state government says they are not the ones behind the whole thing. Some private wherever, but I don't know. The last time you were in the computer village in Lagos, Ikeja. I'll show you this one. I'll come back.
Traders at the Police Officers' Wives Association shopping complex in the Computer Village, Ikeja area of Lagos, are counting their losses following the demolition of the complex on New Year's Eve, Sunday midnight. It was reported that some officials of the Lagos state government with armed policemen stormed the plaza last Friday to give the traders a 24-hour deadline to vacate the over 300 shops in the POA complex. The vacation order notices were pasted on shops at the complex. In the early hours of Sunday, with heavily armed security operatives supervising the operation, the demolition was carried out. The chairman of the Computer Dealers Association in Computer Village, Tayo Shitu, says the demolition began around midnight with 3 bulldozers bringing down the plaza. As of the time of this report, the whole plaza, phases 1 and 2, comprising 300 shops, have been brought down with more than 1,000 occupants affected. The sad thing is that the demolition took place in the wee hours of the night when shop owners had traveled for the Christmas holiday. Symphony gathered that the poor traders were denied the opportunity of a round-table discussion, although the traders at the complex in Computer Village had last week sought the intervention of the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, following rumored plans to demolish the Power Plaza. But the Lagos State government, in a statement on its official X handle on Sunday evening, denied having anything to do with the demolition at the computer village in Ikeja. According to a statement, the structure is owned by the Police Officers' Wives Association, which ordered its demolition. This is what is left of the once bubbling Police Officers' Wives Association shopping complex that housed over 1,000 traders in the computer village, Ikeja, Lagos. Tears, anger, and frustration.
Now, no wire there, you not break up. No wire, no back there, not break there.
No, that's the livelihood of some people kind of destroyed just like that. That's what Nigeria is, isn't it? And the reporter even said, well, thank you very much, by the way, Symphony, for that, that short clip there. People went on holidays. They were not given, they were given 24 hours to remove all their wares. And for those who couldn't probably remove their own goods inside the shops, they had everything destroyed, probably looted. That's why they did it in the middle of the night. So I had some of the shops looted and the rest of the stuffs destroyed. So when they say people who operate most of the shops were on holiday, they are talking about the Igbos who travel down to the east, Igbo traders. A lot of them have probably received they've seen the video of the destruction that they have no business to come back to. They said the land is owned by the Police Officers' Wives Association, POA. Yeah, the governor possibly gave them the land and they gave that to developers, and now they are kind of giving it to another developers, and just kind of, that's the story, by the way. That's what they are saying. No, it's not targeted at Igbos. It's not us. Some Police Officers' Wives Association. And there's nothing we can do about that. All those businesses that are paying taxes they're just fair game. Fair game, multi-million dollars investment gone just like that. 300 shops, over 1,000 traders. Come on. That can't be so fair at all. And there's nothing for them. There's just like that. They scream in the media, they cry, that's just it. They can go and pick up their lives, pieces of their lives elsewhere. Go and pick that up elsewhere, right? And they call Nigeria zoo. They get angry. It's a similar story. In that same Lagos, I actually thought it was Maja who were chasing. So a few days ago, Sanwo-Eko was saying, chasing those who were driving against the traffic, which he does very well himself, right? So he decided to be, he arrested somebody, anyway, right? Inside that same Lagos. I don't know if you have seen, well, you probably have seen this.
Don't pick for them. Put him there. Then your father come and arrest. Let's go come and arrest you. I'm a soldier, Augusta. That's even the more reason. That's even the more reason I'm going to lock you up. That's even the more reason. You're telling me you're a soldier. That's even the more reason. I'm going to lock you up. Get down there. Get in down there. Very sorry, sir. Useless boy. You're telling me you're a soldier. Just take 4 of them. Then lock him up. Telling me you're a soldier. Put him there.
So he called him a useless boy. Tell me he's a soldier. You've seen it, have you? And then people have started reacting, you know. I guess those whose reactions are even funny, huh? I don't even know if it's funny. Oh, well. Anyway, someone who showed up, all right? And somehow, it sort of backfired. Now, so this guy decided to send someone one very strong, not strong message per se. He's just reacting. And God knows what the guy smoked, by the way. But again, here, Nigeria ti daru. In case if you don't understand the meaning, Google Nigeria ti daru gan. Ogun niwaju, ogun lẹ́yìn, ogun lọ́tun, ogun lósì. Every day ogun. One of them will eventually consume everybody.
Soldier wey dey suffer day and night. How much dey pay soldiers? I hear say they shoot wey iron dey that last corporal hand. You just come from, you don't take your drug, they call yourself governor. They misbehave up and down. Ogun go kill you, Ogun. Who the fucking hell are you, governor? So who the fucking hell are you? Who are you? This say na me you go jam that day. I no go. You are calling me useless. I will useless you there. I swear to God Almighty. Don't chukuwarka. Yeah, my budget down, Governor Sanwo-Olu. You are mad. Who the fucking hell are you? Calling a soldier useless. Serving you, and if you want to do your dirty work, you call soldiers. You are mad. And all of you wey dey comment rubbish, you are stupid. Go check Ojo Road good. Come see Ozula, everything cost. Soldier.
Wahala everywhere. Dig go. Everywhere you turn to, wahala. Now, soldier, don't tell someone cool that you don't go use your drug. Kilo shellek. What is going on? But you just wake up every day. And you are lucky if you go back to your house alive in one piece. I be in one piece is there, I be in one piece in it. So just I think it was today as well. Today. You see, somebody just said that they should just split Nigeria. But that's what we are saying, you know. That's what we are saying, that break it up and save lives. So now we are hearing that the killings in Plateau State is deeper than more than what some of you probably thought it is. It's already linked now to the natural resources in that part of Nigeria. And that is the reason why, if Nigeria is not broken up, civil war will break out. Okay? Because, natural resources are things that are under the ground. Okay? And if people don't think that to access them, it has to be done with all kind of, human and legal means, available, not by using force or what have you to kill people because of the resources under their ground. So you would have to kill everybody, and you can't kill everybody before a war will break out, right? But the criminals in charge of Nigeria don't seem to give a damn about any of that, as long as they can get a court. Let me share this with you. It's also from that Plateau ball. That's a shame. I have no idea why the audio sort of disappear, right? How do I even get it back? I'm so sorry. And I kind of want to share that with you. Let's try it again. No, it's not going to work. So anyway, it's actually a big miss because that young man was explaining, right, how these terrorist and terrorist attacks were carried out, all right, in Bokkos, like especially in Bokkos area, Mangu areas, and all that. So today, women gathered. They gathered to stage a protest, which eventually led to arson. Arson is when kind of like they burn down a place. Yeah. But do you want to know why? You have been hearing about all of these different people being sent to Plateau State and telling you that, oh, they are going to ensure that blah, 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 and people are safe and all that nonsense. What they have done is that they have started arresting the victims. Remember, when the terrorist strikes and people are killed, the moment the people begin to group themselves together to go after those terrorists, that will be the moment the Nigerian army or Nigerian military will arrive, the police. So they'll begin to tell everybody to calm down, they are in control so that you don't go after them. So for those of you who are going to probably still try to want to go after, they will call you the troublemakers. You will now be arrested. You'll be paraded as the people that are causing trouble on so many occasions, right? The murderous Fulani terrorists and their sympathizers on social media, they have used some of these bogus arrests and parade of innocent people as the perpetrators in some of the troubled areas in Nigeria. It has worked well for the Fulani terrorists and their propagandists online, because it's easier. They will just say, see you, everybody is shouting Fulani, Fulani, Fulani. Look at the people they have arrested, or the people causing the trouble. Look at the names. 14 people that were arrested by the military as people who caused the massacre in this social community. Look at their names. They are not even Muslim. They are not even Hausa. They are not even Fulani. Oh, they are middle belters themselves. They have done this many times, in case if you have not been paying attention, right? Oh, they have done it many times. This is just to make you feel like, see, you were wrong for believing that the terrorists who came to slaughter women and children, butcher them, you were wrong to think they were Fulani terrorists. They were actually these people from that place. So that's what is going on right now in Plateau State, in Bokkos, in Bokkos, in Mangu, in Bakinladi, in some of those hotspot areas right now. They were arresting the innocent people, arresting the locals for insisting that they have to defend themselves and they have to go after these people. You are a troublemaker. Arrest him. Arrest her. Arrest him. That one, yeah, arrest him too. Now we are taking them to the state capital. So they will take them to the state capital and they'll present them to the press and say, these are the people we have arrested, the people behind Mangu attack, and they have made some confessions. That's it. That was what provoked those women in Bokkos today. They suspected that their own traditional ruler is pointing at people to be arrested by the military. Something like they will know some people, they are like going to be like, this one a troublemaker. That one is going to be a troublemaker. Or Mr. Traditional Ruler, who are those in this community that if we talk to them to calm down, they are not going to agree. They always want to go back and all that. Who are they? They suspected that their traditional ruler is the one pointing at them. So they went to his palace. For some reason, they malandro those women. And before you know it, women, all this honestly, before you know it, they've already set fire in the building. Hey, smoky. Peaceful women. Kilo day. Mothers, what happened? And so I saw women running. They were running away from the fire. It's like women are very good at that. Set a fire at something because they are angry. Like set fire. And then they will run away from the fire and say, help! I'm joking. We are actually saying something serious here, right? So that's what happened. I saw women running away. I can't share that with you. Because I saw some of them falling, But anyway, that was what happened in Mango today, because they said 8 of the young people in that community have been arrested by the Nigerian military. The media has already even reported it. 8 people arrested, linked to the crisis in Mangu, back in Ladi and all of that. Everything is set. The stage is set. So the women won't have none of that. You cannot let these criminals kill us, then turn around and then take us for your photo up and all of that. Like, no, we're not going to. But they ended up arresting some of them too. And I won't be surprised if by tomorrow or by Monday, they will display some people and give you some names and tell you they are the people behind. And some of you are going to believe them. No, you're not. God bless you. Don't believe them. It's the people who are the real victims. Their stories are not being told. And some of those who are telling their stories are not really telling the stories because they want it to be, they want things to change. A lot of them are doing this just to get the attention of those in government that probably will have to stuff a few things in their mouth and shut them up from speaking about it again. Genocide is going on all over Nigeria. Genocide against Christians, genocide against indigenous people, genocide left, right, and center, state-sponsored terrorism. All of these are happening in Nigeria today. And they are currently just starting, except something is done. You see these guys, few days or last year, because it's just a few days ago, last week. I should have, if I tell you now that last week, a lot of you will just be like, okay, when was last week again? Last year, 2023 was last week. Anyway, this group of guys have had enough. Like some of you said, you've had enough too. They had to call the conference of angry Nigerians who have had enough. Okay? Oh, you were not invited. You were not informed too. That's fine. The decision has been made. Okay? So, and they called the conference of angry Northerners or angry Nigerians who are dissatisfied with everything that is currently going on, and they believe that if Tinubu would never help them. Everybody is done for. You are on your own. So the Association of Angry Nigerians, therefore, in that conference, they voted like this. If you are in support, say hi.
Tinubu should resign as president of Nigeria because he does not have respect for the life of Nigerians. Say aye! Aye! So therefore, we from the Both Must Count International Initiative and the Nigerian people have finally, officially asked Tinubu, please excuse us and hand over power to somebody who is competent. Thank you so much. We are here. If they want to arrest us, let them arrest us. The arrest of any Nigerian is not in the hands of anybody. Nigeria is the property of all Nigerians. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. So therefore, we are taking back our country and we are not going back. Thank you. Tinubu should
ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn
Even though everybody don't they run mad anyway, Nigeria will run you mad enough that imagine people like they always kind of get ready and say, I know I'm going to be jailed. They have to arrest me, arrest me, arrest me. Because sometimes somebody said that with the way Nigeria is right now, it's not even better to be arrested. At least they can guarantee you 3 square meals or 2 square meals a day. I don't think that's a good idea, is it? Because I have seen people like, I mean, your situation must be so bad for you to just be like, oh, may they arrest me, put me for prison, Jerry. Because if I did this, if I'm just like free out there, I'm not really free. Now, hunger won't kill me. Go for prison, they go still give you 2 square meal, breakfast and dinner, I think. I haven't been to Nigeria prison anyway, so I probably won't understand in a way. So this morning, I put it on Mayegun's Diary Politico on Facebook, and I asked that, just as the spirit kind of directed, I said, does anyone probably have a clue on any medication that one can use, all right, that I won't have to spend money on food? You know, like I won't be hungry maybe for days, okay, because I really want to save money this year. Apart from the Lagos Abobakus who asked me to try sniper. I know they don't like me. And I keep telling you, they don't like me and I don't like them, but I won't wish death on them per se, except the fact that I wish that by now they should be kind of scarce. They should probably have been recruited by Tinubu to go and join his 150, I'll be sorry, 50 million army. I mean, even if they die fighting for, you know, like defending Nigeria, that's something in any way. But some of them now came and said, even one or two of them said I should go and drink sniper. That will settle it. I was like, fuck off. Then people started kind of expressing, like, those who got the message, kind of like, as it is right now, men are kind of trying to, you know, go on 40 days fasting and prayer, which will save some money. You don't have to buy food. Others said I should be drinking 10 liters of water until I begin to, if it gets to a stage I'm kind of vomiting water, that means it's enough. Until I started feeling like I need to get something. So different kind of advice. But the bottom line is that as the 2024 of these criminals, as I mean, you know, it's going to kind of roll on a lot of you with some surprises and all that. A lot of people are already factoring out how they are going to sort of manage this life. Some were telling me that why not try 010? I was like, what's that? It's like you skip breakfast, you eat lunch, and then you skip your dinner. Okay. I was like, I don't know if I'm kind of going to last. I agree. You have to see the one that really cracked me up. Was the one who said, see, Mayegun, come back to Nigeria, and within a month, you will learn how to cope with, you know, with the hunger and the economy here, because nothing anybody says to you will probably work. I was like, so this was me trying to sample people's opinion, like, would you skip food for medication? Or would you skip your medication for food? The reason why I'm actually telling you, asking you all of this is not because I wanted to be laughing there. I'm trying to bring to life the reality of what it is for people today. As much as some of you are waiting for some transformation, some changes, I am here to tell you that the only transformation and changes you are going to see are going to be tougher and tougher ones. And they are simply because the criminals that you are hoping that probably will do something right that is going to impact your life and your living and all that, they are doing things that are going to further impact your life even worse. Do you understand that now? So you can then begin to kind of live in the presence, like see the true picture where people are beginning to choose between being able to pay their rent so that they don't become homeless, to paying the school fees of their children, where people are beginning to choose between food or medication. Somebody they tells, okay, use this tablet and that one, 2 in the morning. This one, 1 in the morning. The other one, you use 2 in the morning as well. 2 in the afternoon. 2 in the, like they give you the prescription, right? The dosage that you have to use. But the economic policy of these criminals who are not possibly thinking about you, don't really give a damn about anybody anyway, right? The economic policy are pushing away the businesses that are producing all this. You are watching them leave. Then the next time you went on to go and get your supply to refill your medication, you realize that you can no longer afford your regular medication. Do you even understand what that means? I mean, I've seen people, I've seen grown-ups who are crying in the middle of the market. What will make an adult begin to cry like this? Because just look around left, right, and center. You're just like, man, what kind of life is this? Here you get. So you can no longer afford your medication. Now you have to choose between buying food or paying for your medication. And every now and then it keeps going on and on and on, going up and up and up, up and up. And it has gotten to a stage whereby it is not only that you are choosing between buying food and medication. Even the medication itself, is no longer medicating. Because they said use 2 tablets in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening, so that you can remain healthy and remain alive. The economy has affected you to the point whereby the one they say use 2 in the morning, now quarter you they use. Because where would you see money to refill again if the whole thing finish? Now people are no longer using these dosages anymore. They just put it in their system just to feel like they have used their medication. People who are suffering from different terrible terminal diseases, they are choosing, and a lot of them are sort of feel like, whoa, I'm gonna die. I should be go into debt because I want to manage my hypertension. Hypertension that you've been managing. The high blood pressure, the diabetes, the things that you have been managing. Now you can no longer manage them. You are living in pain. You are wondering, why can't I afford my medication? Why can't I get support to get my medication? Why do I need to beg people in order for me to be able to buy my next supply? Why is it getting so harder and harder and harder? Because of these criminals new. Because they are also the ones that will do free medical outreach so that they can come and give you £1 shop reading glasses, and they will say they are doing eye check, eye this for you. They'll bundle all this £1 shop. I'm sorry. I don't want to kind of rubbish those of you who are doing it genuinely. I'm talking about those criminal governments and politicians. I have seen a politician who came to here, if it's not one, I've seen 2 of them here in the UK. That the moment they entered £1 shop and they saw that they could buy £1 reading glasses, they said, we can use this one for empowerment for elderly people in my constituency. I said, honorable, these ones are just reading glasses. How are you going to do that? You're just going to give everybody reading glasses? Don't worry, we just carry out medical outreach sponsored by Honorable Ajanle Koko Ikutanku Abikutanti Okeshuku. And they'll begin to check people. Say, put your eyes there. They came to come and do our eye test. Later, they will come and share all the £1 shop reading glasses. I said, those are your glasses. And truly, you're going to give some, what do you call it? So indeed, there are those who come back to say, okay, they are doing empowerment to help you in your healthcare. They remove education subsidy, where the poor people still kind of have a chance of saying, I have acquired so qualifications and all that. Now they took that away. Now, so that they can say they are doing scholarship. Say, I'm going to need to stop going to school. And they'll be like, why? Why do you want to drop out of school? This is your last year. Why would you? And I can't really do it. Because of school fees. How much is the school fees? It's from 200,000 naira to over 600,000 naira. I cannot afford that. My parents cannot afford that. Where we gonna? We can't. We just can't. Have you heard about Senator so and so? I hear that he gives scholarship to the poor people. I don't know how to apply. I know a lot of people will be applying. Let's try our luck. Honorable this. Or let's go to the APC chairman who is Alegbein, so that your children can go and get and beg for scholarship from them. Do you not see the pattern? No? If you don't stop them, they will never stop. And the reason why people like us will never join you in praying for them, these are the reasons. Because it is not what they are saying. It is what they are doing. And how does those things affect you? Just like I just the picture I just painted now. So you can sit down there and just be like, I think I get it now. Even when you probably don't get shit. But can you feel it? That is the part where you can know if you're going to get what I am saying, or you're never going to get what I'm saying. You need to kind of say, oh yeah, I feel that. I actually feel that one that you just said now. It is like that right now. Unfortunately, they have told you that no matter what you have seen what you are seeing currently, this is just the beginning.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. So I think I am going to. The other part is that of Abuja. Have you noticed that the Boko Haram attack, Fulani terrorist attack, have you noticed that they are now happening like every day now? Those of you who live in Abuja, what's going on? The other day I saw where they shot 4 people dead in a supermarket. Heard that, well, this one is not Abuja, but Mararaba, or close to Abuja. Some said it's Nasarawa. 8 people got kidnapped. 1 person got killed. And then yesterday again, another 7 people got kidnapped. And all of these are close to Abuja. Like, I know Abuja was supposed to be probably the safest place in Nigeria, but it's not. You know it's not, right? How come we are not kind of seeing the real reactions from the people, or is it just the same way? If it hasn't happened to you, thank God. Maybe it is not even happening. Is that the situation? Because it can't really be. The news is everywhere. But the reaction after that is, I know that some of you are protesting in Abuja because of the weakest demolition and all that. That's another thing again. Right? But this insecurity of a thing, I do not know what to say or how to kind of ask the question, because I keep asking myself, like, does that mean that under this Tinubu, even all of now where they Abuja, you could hear boo anytime. And that is when you realize that it is all man for himself. Nowhere is really safe. Because I don't understand. We have been hearing these incessant attacks, the insecurity kidnappings, where even some couples were kidnapped twice on the same road in the same Abuja. You hear their stories, right? You should have heard that story. Anyway, I thought I should ask. And I'm not asking you what is going on. I'm asking you that how is it so comfortable and convenient for a lot of you to just continue to kind of live on like with all of this around you? I don't know. My ego is not Abuja, it's Maraba. Okay. I know a lot of you also lives in Nasarawa, close to that same Abuja, Maraba area, and the rest of you work in Abuja, aren't you, right? There are many of you. I'll leave it at that, okay? So let's see if the line here is going to work for us tonight again, okay? I am going to keep it open, okay? When I get back, and if it's still working, that's great. If it doesn't work, then we're going to call it tonight, okay? But to those who are still here, you can do me that favor, like the broadcast, share it if you haven't done that already. And when I get back, I will take some calls. I will see. Thank you. So somebody said if Kolu resigns, shitty man will be your president. Hang on. What happened to that? If Tinubu would handle the economy and shitty man will handle security. What happened to that? I mean, some said it was a misfire or something, that shitty man said he would undo security when it should have been the other way around. It should have been Tinubu will handle security as your GCFR. shitty man would undo economy. As is that not what they normally say, right? So what happened to that? Somebody said they are Muslim tickets. They are jihadist tickets. And the reason why they pushed it is about it is about manifesting now. It's only the people, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, it's only left for you, right, to understand the grand scheme against you for being part of Nigeria right now. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, it doesn't really matter anymore. The Fulani terrorists and their sponsor. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim or a Christian. If you are a Christian, it's even worse. Trust me. It's about that land. And there is no amount of appeasement. There is no amount of nice talk or peace deal or peace agreement that, like they will say to you, that will ever stop this. Everything most of these criminals, your politicians are doing is just to see if they can slow the whole thing down, but they kind of believe that it's going to happen, except the people understands what is really coming and they kind of stand their ground. On the one hand, they wish you can stop them. On the other hand, they don't want you to stop them, because stopping them could actually means stopping all the terrorists altogether, including your terrorist politicians. The ones that would rather watch you burn, die. Why they pack what they can pack and kind of, stock them away somewhere else, far away from the places where they are committing the looting. Here you get. So yeah, they want you to stop the terror. They wish you stop the terrorists, the people, but they don't want you to. That's why we say, break it up to save lives. Sometimes this is so kind of hurtful in the ears of some of those unity beggars, the Nigerian unity beggars. Let us all come together united. Let us all work together as work together as what? Anyway, I'm going to continue talking, okay? Because it seems that my line is acting up. All right. I did try to kind of test it myself. It's like going off and on, okay? So in case if you are trying to phone in or call in and somehow on the one hand it is ringing, right? And my ego is not picking up, because it should pick up, you're calling, but that means it's not getting here, right? So I'm going to kind of further make your evening for the next 20 minutes, okay? Whether the line works or not. So I'll gist you for that few more minutes, and then we can call it a night, okay? So let me tell you something. To understand that these criminals, from your local government to state to federal, for you to understand that they do not have any plan whatsoever to take Nigeria out of the current economic situation, because without getting out of this horrible economic situation, you see what we are talking right now: insecurity, unemployment, poverty. Hang on. Unemployment, poverty. They are a very good ingredient to breed crime. Crime that can go as high as terrorism. So the poor countries, poorly managed countries, are recruiting grounds for all kinds of criminal, including terrorism. And with what's, hang on. Oh, sorry about that too. I don't know if I was, sorry, one second.
Oh, Bugwala ma je breakfast. Asiko to ni kaluku ma je tie ototoni. Summa bilai. Oh, Bugwala ma je breakfast. Asiko to ni kaluku ma je tie ototoni. Summa bilai.
Sorry about that. I froze there again. Okay. So I think there's a problem. I had a caller on the line. However, somehow the call dropped. That's the problem with the line. I do not know why I keep experiencing that in a way. Okay. So what I was saying, as I was saying, that I want you to always remember that they do not have any real plan. The only plan they have, as some of you would attest, is that it's our own chance now. That's your own chance. So once you get that appointment, once you get this other shit, that's your chance. So, and because it is their chance first, before, this is a very great opportunity for the people. They have somebody who actually have a clue of what they want to do, and they also have the political will to do what they said they want to do. A lot of you just love the fancy things you have read about them, the fancy jargons they have also said themselves, things that have made you, let me try this. Let's hope this work. There's a caller. Hello there.
Hello, MD.
Hey, Babo. So you can hear me, have you?
My name is Victor from London.
Yes, sir. Sir Victor from London. I don't know if this is going to last, but you are the first person to try to kind of break in.
I was listening in the background. I was hearing you when you say people are struggling. I was just like, you know what? Let me just give it a go. See if it's going to work.
So I had somebody on earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to connect them now. When I look on the screen,
yeah.
Oh God, I'm sorry. No.
Well, there's something I actually want to ask you, though.
Sure, please. Shoot.
I want to find out, how do you know this information? Because when you give me an update, and then I write news and the rest of them jump on it the next morning, I'm thinking, why would I London? How does he know this information?
Well, I don't know how to explain that to you. But, when something has become once a second nature, you get that.
Wow.
For example, now, I have key things that I actually look for. I think I've even answered this question before, but I'll say it again, right? What happened is that when things happen, like all of us see news, right? And other things like that, I don't just see them. I kind of want to ask more, dig more, text people more, even ask few people around back there in Nigeria and be like, is that true? Something like that, that eventually if I have to come here and talk about that same news that you also saw, I'll begin to sort of get you kind of more interested in the details, things that will be like, oh, I wasn't thinking about that.
Because the minute you talk about it and then Arise jumps on it in the morning, I'll be like, oh, I've heard of Mayogu. And then I'll be like, how did Mayogu jump on it first? Like, how did he get to know it? Because
I think it's just
it's the reality of life. And when things like that happen, that goes to show that there's a whole lot that we don't even know.
Because we hardly pay attention to the details.
Exactly.
Because it's so usual. It's Niger. Oh, it's Niger, Jerry. That's what they normally do.
Let me not deceive you. There are so many Abadomaitu. There are so many bad idiots. They see the reality, but they act foolish. Like somebody was typing on a
voluntary slaves. They know what they are doing. Everybody knows what they are doing.
Tinubu's government will favor me. And I just held my hand in my head like, oh my goodness. Are you this foolish? Are you this daft? Can you not see the handwriting on the wall? These people had nothing for you.
Some of them are just people who want you to end up like them too. Like
at some point, I just said to myself, they can't be helped. They will be who they want to be. It is what it is. And yeah.
Because they know what they are doing. Do you understand? That's another thing. That's why we need to make them see and understand the consequences of what they are. We are not like keep doing what you are doing. Keep promoting all the criminals who are also going to ruin you. Or maybe when we begin to explain the meaning of the damages that they are doing to you, when you begin to picture yourself and be like, oh, this thing affects me truly.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't see it that way.
There is no,
so
I don't understand.
I know.
There's no, because obviously you can realize, obviously you want to be in one Nigeria. But one way or the other, they are letting you know you are not part of us.
Yes.
Cultural differences, everything, mindset, religious differences, and you know that is the, so why can't you not just split this whole thing up? If you do it, does that mean that Hausa cannot marry Igbo? Does that mean that Igbo cannot? But split it up, let everybody do their day.
You know,
then all of us will hold our leaders accountable, and then we'll move on from there.
So anybody will cross border with gun is asking for war.
He's asking for war, exactly.
So they'll say, well, this is where your border. If you cross them, they shout Allah Akbar anyway. They will kill you.
By force. Now by force to merge all of us together. Nítorí Ọlọ́run.
Baba.
Baba. Anyway, yeah. Let's carry on with it. Hopefully somebody else calls in, yeah.
No, hopefully they manage to get through.
Thank you so much. You are doing a very good job. Wallahi, I won't lie. Every time I'm off to work, there was a time I put it on the thingy that I'm off to work. I think Princess grabbed it. I was on the bus off because I work with I'm a youth support worker. I work with young people, and then I was listening to it. I was so excited. Like you just made my evening. I was so happy that well, at least I get to do that, you know. But yeah, keep up with it, my God. We love you. We support you any day, anytime, my brother.
Thank you. You have a good one, okay? So it's like Victor has managed to break the yoke. Somehow, a lot of people are now attempting to get through, and I hope they do.
Call complete.
Right. The call is complete now. Or completed now. Prince Jejeman, can you hear me? The Prince, can you hear me? No. See what I mean? People are trying to kind of get one name. My brother, how are you?
I'm very fine. How is your family?
Oh, we are very good too. Thanks for asking.
Compliment of the season, though. Compliment of the season.
Same to you, Baba. Same to you.
You know, they call always. Anytime I call na one hand, even if they like, they lock the signal. Once I call na one hand.
So you can't be like say that they tempt all of you to go. Yeah, try the number. What was my ego talking about? Like we can't get through. Oh, come on, let me try it. It's like everybody want to like, no, we'll break it, we'll get in. And it's like
anybody will don't get you now. It not be good diary keeper. It not be good good diary keeper.
How are you, Baba?
I tell my brother today, you know, say every time I call you, they say leave all those Nigerian people say nothing they happen, nothing they go feed do.
Nothing they go do. They talk and you do that still.
Now it's time for me to change my own listing now, because me are the person where they follow events and how they happen. My ego, I tell you, say, Nigeria is about to explode. Nigeria is about to when you explode, it will explode, real explosion. And make I tell you again, there are two things coming.
Tell us.
This will not be revolution, it will be anarchy. This is no more, it will be anarchy, because every dick and Tom has been touched. Both native, both rural, both urban, everybody has been touched. Rich, poor, sick, healthy, everybody has been touched. Anarchy, now they come. Real tsunami. Then the second one is, believe you me, it's either there's going to be anarchy in Nigeria, or there'll be a very, very bloody coup. Make them forget to understand, I'm no go do coup again. There'll be a very, very bloody coup. I'm saying it now. Everybody should be very careful. There'll be very, very bloody coup. And when it go happen,
I have the feeling of a coup scare this year anyway. So yeah. We might be on the same.
And when it could happen, the two way why go they blood be say now junior officers, low ranking officers go do them. They go clean, they go sweep Nigeria.
You think so?
I dey tell you truth. I was once a military man, so I know what I'm telling you. Because the low ranking officers,
did you see that
the
officer
private,
that was firing back at Tesawula? I was like, man,
that's what I'm telling you. The privates in the military, constables, those low officers, I tell you, they don't see them reach their head. Their bottle don't, the cup don't full for them. So this one not there for obey last order. No last order here. Any commander, from captain, anybody will be captain for Nigerian military. Begin to find where you go duck your head, because this one not there for I give you last order. I say I give you last order. Now you go first test the bullets. From captain, begin to avoid those junior officers, because now, mark my word. Remember, saying I me tell you say nothing they go feed do, and I mean they come back now can't tell you say very soon something will begin happen. From now, in the next 6 months, if Nigeria no explode, that's all I have to tell you. I can tell you now, I think maybe will come out. I tell you say nothing go happen. Say they no fit do anything, and through nothing they fit do. Election come go, court come go, tribunal come go. But now I the same me too with whether I don't study and with some kind of information I don't get from my colleagues where they back. Very, very soon, Nigeria will explode. Everybody held that scatter. I will tell you, everybody held that scatter. This one not there for these people. They say there will be no escaping route for anybody. So if my advice they go to the officers where they between the low-ranking officers and the high-ranking officers, which are mostly the captains, the quartermasters, the staff sergeants. If you know yourself, when it begin happen, just duck yourself inside your house. No go say one go begin show say because now them they go now you go be the first man when they go bring down. These guys are very, very angry. It don't begin show. Now they talk to anybody without respect again. This one not there for saying that.
To do your dirty work. Now we they use. You can't call us useless. We'll kill you. That's why I said.
For that guy to come and talk that kind of thing, no say there's something cooking on that. They don't hear them. They don't hear them. They don't. That is the military for you. I was a naval captain, so I know what I'm talking about. Anytime you see a young officer, a low private, not even captain, major, brigade, low private, person will no get any rank, begin to talk like this. There is something cooking on that. And such cool when it happen for night. When those big ones go to sleep for the house, they say they relax.
Those big ones, we don't big men, they don't become big men.
Anybody with military man when they listen to my voice now know what I talk. If you want to be wise, be wise. If you say you want to be foolish, ajwaya. Now our language ajwaya.
Oh, it's up to you there. Whatever you see, you get. See, Baba, I'll take another one. That's that. I mean, that's a new one that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to this year. And yeah,
it will happen. Anytime I tell you something, I think it will go happen.
I know. Nice one. I'll take another one there.
Keep it
so much, okay? You have a good one, Baba. So I don't know if Prince is going to be lucky. Are you lucky? Prince Jejeman, is that you?
Yes, sir, Baba.
How are you, the Prince?
Baba MG. My Ticano Mike.
The Prince. Like
yeah,
I
Baba.
was almost like, you know, I'm just gonna go to my bed if the line is not gonna work, but somehow I just started like that. So then I figured out that you called in, you are not sure if you were connected, and you're just like, is it connected? Is it completed? That's part of the confusion tonight. So how are you?
Baba, our head passed their winch. Our head passed their
winch. Tell them.
I'm telling you, you know, well done, Baba.
Thank you, the Prince. Go on.
Yeah, the last caller will call. I want to tell us say good morning. The last caller will call. In the tell us all this why they tell us nothing that happen. We know here say anything that happen. The thing where what happen now, she na expo na they give them. I've been waiting. Because as they talk at night, like say, it won't come blow the thing where what happen. Yeah.
So why they tell them now instead of maybe just wait and just, you know what I mean? Why they give them expo? It's just giving them money ahead now.
As military way being, that one a top secret. I they blow top secret.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Well, he won't be. Like he won't try be. You know, so in my own to my own understanding, he won't try be a very good kind of rival. Like it won't make the people know say we are coming for you or they are coming for you or something is going to happen. Oh, and there's nothing you are going to do about it. Oh, if you make any effort to want to stop it, will not be fair game. Oh. And I think that is fair, not like alarming them, you know, but. He believes that even alarming them, nothing where they go do, it go still happen. They go just become
anyhow, anyway, you know, Nigeria, there is no hope. You know, that's why we need Biafra.
Prince Jejeman, for the poorest country, they beg for money everywhere. See how they are doing money.
Now, party now, Faso Rock every day, 1,000 cow, 90 they kill. You know, just good morning, 1,000 cow. You know, ask people where they're there now. As they talk, and I call you they here. Every day, 1,000 cow, good morning. Afternoon, night, now like that.
They kill for the gods.
Oh, my go, why I call you say, you know, say the other day you show us people where they stand artists for Lagos. Then they ask them, say, those Boko Haram were from Niger and Chad. They ask them, where are you from? They say they be from Oshodi.
From Oshodi, I'm a chauffeur, oh, my brother. I'm my local government for that too. Hey?
You see, they ask them, they say them from Morocco.
Oshodi people, they do Agbero. Now from Lake Chad, they have been from Niger. Some people consider come from Kaduna, they come from Zamfara to come and become, come on, man. I saw it.
If you notice, you see, all of them, where did they say they come from? Now from Kaduna.
Yes. Kaduna.
No one says from Zafra. No one says from Gombe. Now Kaduna. No, it's not the same kind of election.
No, two of them talks to they come from Katsina. Supposed Katsina, we share border with Niger.
Okay.
There is one that said they come from Katsina.
For Katsina, okay. Now Kaduna people now hear their own confession. Now Kaduna people, but you see, my ego, the irony of these things, the danger. You know, say now they cannot be don't talk one time. Say Al-Shabaab, they don't do Lagos.
Yes.
It talk now from brokers. You know that time where one commissioner of police call Tinubu send them, make it go talk say now. IPOB want to attack Lagos. The other time they cook in a plan for an election. You know, man, they can expose this and say Al-Shabaab don't dare Lagos. You understand? They don't dare Tete. They do am for Lagos.
That time where I shared a video of Okada guys that they saw gun under their the seat of their Okadas, and they said majority of all these Okada riders in Lagos, they were just like the Boko Haram cell, and they could be activated anytime. You forgot that time.
And that's true. You
Lagos started going after them. Well, yeah, I remember too.
You share them. By a good danger, be say all these people where you see where they show it for Lagos. Now so then they all the whole 36 states plus Abuja. And so then they recruit them to date. As we talk, they see the recruitment is still going on. I get me. They cover up now they are at the top inside the army. Those terrorists where they cover them up for the jihadish and the Ruga agenda. Okay. My ego, Nigeria is a
soldier. They say that they are looking for ESN, and they go straight into people's homes, elderly people. What do you call it? Communities that are like normal communities. So, and they will start burning properties. We are looking for ESN. Why would you do this? You can't be original soldiers. You can't be original army. Why would you do this?
At all. You see,
and that time when they thought that they recruit Boko Haram inside the army began making sense to me. And this was about 2 years ago, with what I have seen.
If you see the thing that those army are doing in Biafra land, the eastern part of Nigeria, you will know that the same MO of Boko Haram. You understand? When they come, indiscriminately they kill the innocent people. They set home ablaze.
Yes.
There's no difference. That's to show you that the terrorists.
What is the difference between the soldiers and the terrorists then? So are you sure these are soldiers? Say they are Nigerian soldiers, and you bomb people's homes like this? Not because anybody shot at you, but because you just came to destroy everything, pretending to what? Come on.
My ego,
Prince.
we thank God. May God bless Mazen Nanekano a million times. May God bless him a million times.
Amen.
And you too, my ego general. You know, say Nanekano na apostle, you na pastor. You understand?
Right.
Yes, now him, you know, say apostle, they look face, they go use stick, knock person.
You know what I mean?
Put the
sense. As it should be.
Then after they don't win soul, they come bring out for pastor for church. You come the pastor, then jelly. Those are the pamper people jelly, you know.
Like the shepherd, who is now guiding the flock. Okay. I get that. Go on.
Now you they do the finishing job.
Right.
For now they can. That's why we need to use you play.
I know.
You understand? So my ego, the secondly, because I want to ask question. See why Danjuma, because they watch this year program. I want to ask them and go on. Why are you not talking? Why is this a grave silence? See why Danjuma and go on. Until they wipe out the whole middle belt before you come out, come talk. Because of your oil well, is that the reason why your people, you sacrifice your people to this terrorists from Niger, Chad, and Mauritanians, Central African Republic? That question what I want to ask them. Because enough is enough. Every Christmas, you know that these people, they will come to attack your people.
Yes.
Every New Year. Why can't you make a provision in time? I know that these are particular time. This
what is even
MO.
their influence? What is even their influence?
That is the question.
Former president of Nigeria, right? Their people cannot at least say, because of this also personal. That is why all these terrorists can never, ever, ever touch our region. There's nowhere that is immune. They kidnapped the village head of Bokwari when Bokwari was president. Now there I know, say, if you are thinking say Nigeria is for you, how many times will they tell any of you that Nigeria is not for you on your own? They have no influence. No.
Even the Kolu is not sure of his own security.
Safety.
How much more you will be in Nigeria? Kolu Tinubu no sure of his own security. That's why always in private jet they're on 24 hours. He can fly, leave you anytime. My good general, make a live on there.
It is
for
well.
now.
Thank you very much, Prince Jejeman. Okay.
God bless you, Baba.
And you too, Matic.
Hello, my boy.
Oh, Charles, is that you, ma'am, right?
Yes, it is. Good evening.
Oh, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks for asking. Please.
I thought that the calls weren't good.
I'm sorry.
I thought the calls weren't going to go through today. I thought let me just keep trying.
I know. I was like,
yeah.
You know what? No, I'm just going to go now. But well, here we are.
Yeah. So I listened to your show today, and it was very insightful as always. You know, and you mentioned a couple of things. You talked about, I mean, obviously the poverty, the insecurity, the fact that, I mean, it's quite obvious that the government doesn't really have any plan for the people.
And the continued corruption, which is also
the continued corruption. And in fact, I think the insensitivity of the current people in power. I don't want to call them leaders because I've always said they're not leaders. They're just people occupying a place at the moment. So all of these things, chances, opportunities, now all of these things, because there's a quote I used to attribute to the guy who wrote Things Fall Apart. I don't know why his name escapes me now. Chinua Achebe. I used to think he was the one that said about. Apparently, it was an earlier quote even before his time. That things fall apart when the center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loose upon the land, and that is. Nothing. All the things that are going on in Nigeria. It's following the normal trajectory. Do you understand? Things are falling apart. The center cannot hold. That's the power in Nigeria cannot hold. Anarchy is what you have going on in the land right now. And I think the first caller, right? Even if the military is not going to take any action, the truth is at some point, this is going to be too much even for people to take. You see what those women did? I think I called you one time and I said to you that it wasn't even when the thing that happened in just happened, right? When I was still in school that time.
Yes.
It wasn't even the men that fought those Fulani people.
Like that. Was it yesterday?
I told you it was
the women.
It was the women. It was the women that took up arms and dealt with those people. And that's why I keep saying, you see, you don't underestimate people. And I think that's the biggest mistake that these so-called people in authority are making. They're underestimating the people. They're also underestimating the impact of their lack of leadership, so to speak, for the want of a better word, the lack of leadership that they have continued to display. Their insensitivity. You are partying, people are dying. You are saying sorry, and you are saying let us work with it. Work with who? How can you work with people whose ideologies are different from yours? How can you say we should coexist side by side with these people? It's not possible. Okay, and you're refusing to tackle the issues. This insecurity can be resolved. It can. At this point in time, Nigerians don't wait. Somebody said, "What are you waiting for?" And I keep saying to people, "Are you waiting for your pastors to tell you go and fight for what is truly yours? Do you not understand that the resources that belong to you are yours and for your own good and the good of the people around you? It is not for the select few. No. The resources are for all Nigerians to enjoy, or if you want to go the regional way, for each region to manage their resources for the good of their people, So
you know the saddest one too, right? Apart from the fact that these resources are not being, they are not really being beneficial to the people who are supposed to be enjoying them and the rest of that, right? Or benefiting from them.
Yeah.
They are being targeted to be killed for even having those resources right now. It's like
exactly,
and right? It's like my grandma in the village right now. Okay, she's there. That's where our own parents were born. That's where our own parents were born. That's where she's born, and that's where she's had her own descendant and all that. She doesn't know if there is any mineral resources under the ground where she's born. But right in our home, some armed criminals, because they know that everybody in this part of this land, they must leave. And my grandmother ended up being slaughtered because some people felt like there are some resources under the ground, so she shouldn't be there. That is even what makes it sad, though, Cham, right? It makes people become targets simply because they have resources.
Because those people, especially the ones in Bokkos and Mangu and back in Ladi, all of those people, they just want to live peacefully. They just want to farm. They want to wake up in the morning. I'm not even sure that they even really understand the impact that government is supposed to have on them, but they're waking up every morning, they're going about their day, minding their own good business, like normal people, right? And then you have this bunch of criminals coming and then slaughter them in the most inhumane way, to tell them that your life means nothing, your children mean nothing, your existence means nothing. And you're saying that they should fold their arms and just be looking.
And somebody is not really angry in government. Cham, have you ever sat down to be like, why is somebody in government not really so angry? Like, why is this happening?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly. They know, but it's not happening. It's because, like you said, like you rightfully said, when it's not happening to me, then oh, just maybe no, just maybe it's not real.
Maybe it's actually been exaggerated.
Maybe it's not. Maybe listen, not to deviate, right? I remember when my brother passed away. It was until his body, I saw his body, that I realized that okay, this man was actually gone. So if I never saw his body, I would never, it's something they'll say to me. Oh yeah, he's gone, but your mind cannot,
something you
compute.
just
Do you
couldn't really
understand?
accept, even if
You can't accept. So it's kind of like the same scenario where you have what do you call it? You have people in government who simply cannot relate with what is going on ground. They can, it's easy to say, we empathize with you. What kind of stupid empathy? You're not angry. You're not saying, you know what, enough. And the reason why they can't say enough is because they're all drinking from the same cup, all of them. So you cannot expect them criminals. And listen,
to actually have real feelings. You know what I mean? Because it's like somebody who knows that I'm going to burn people, and then when people start burning and they start screaming, you expect them to have human sympathy and be like, how do you feel watching the people you are burning burn? Or the feeling there is that they know they want to burn people, right? And at the same time, it's actually going to give them a special satisfaction instead of them to feel empathy. And that's exactly what we are witnessing. It's like some of these people, when they watch them living in that poverty, wretchedness, and all of that, it gives them some level of satisfaction that cannot be described if you are not one of them. That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly, So, I mean, I don't really want to belabor the point, but I understand where the first caller is coming from. I don't know, but I don't know if anything is going to happen with the military. And people who are saying it's not technically, might not even be a coup, but to eliminate the upper echelon of the army, because those people are incompetent and they are quite useless and also culpable in this current situation as well. Yeah. So if that is their aim, is to eliminate from the lower rank and above, it is not unbelievable, right? But the point I'm trying to make, and the point I want to even get across, is that this trajectory, all of this, all of these ingredients that is boiling in this Nigeria that will soon explode, right? Either that is going to happen or the people are going to rise up. Something has to give. This situation is not, it's not tenable. It's not, it cannot continue this way.
Yeah, God bless you, Charm. I really appreciate, you there again. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm going to take another one, okay? As usual, you're as blunt as you've always been. But here is something people need to know as well. Let us be honest with ourselves. You see where APC is taking Nigeria and everybody to. It's like a state of destruction. It is either you stop APC or they will eventually crash and crumble Nigeria beyond what anybody can actually pick together anymore. And I'm comfortable with that, by the way. It's just that I don't know the damage is how much it's going to be. So, hello there.
Hello, sir. Mr. Maigo.
Sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. How are
you? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, if not because of Nigeria, I mean, we wouldn't be having this discussion in the first place. But it would have been nice if, Nigerian politicians are not using the ordinary people to fight each other. You see, the more we are clamoring on or making noise on, oh, one person are killing the other, and there's this terrorists there, and then they are winning because we are being distracted from the real problem, the real issue. And then we have the pastors and all feasting on the miseries of the ordinary people, and then telling us that we shouldn't worry, just keep on praying. One day everything's going to be fine, and all and so on. But we need to understand that what we need is a revolution. Okay? A revolution that, my God knows how long it's going to last, but I tell you, the more we understand that, the closer we are getting to the, you know, to the promised land. So, but we need to have, yes, we need to have focus.
We should stop speaking this grammar
what do
idea. If none of us is really ready for what is called a revolution, that is going to be a big disruption, we are still just we are not really talking.
Because look, yes, let's just imagine for once that okay, if Tinubu now decided to say, okay, you know what, I'm not interested in healthcare, or I'm not interested in education, but I'm interested in roads. Every single road that leads to every corner in Nigeria, I want it superb. I want it done. Imagine. You know, let's just imagine that.
I mean, you won't be the first person to say this, so Baba. See, I've heard people said, I've heard people said, if Obasanjo says, oh, out of all the Nigeria problem, I want to do electricity, and he did electricity. Yeah. I say, oh, all the Nigeria, I want to deal with healthcare, fix healthcare. Jonathan come and say, I want to deal with education, fix education. Another one come and say, I want to deal with all the rail networks and infrastructures like road, rail, and all that, and he fixed that. Somebody said in 24 years, like Nigerians won't be this frustrated, and Nigeria won't be this dilapidated. And I was like,
exactly.
Everybody keep wishing that if they could
do this. You see, this Lagos that they carry on their head, saying that, oh, Lagos is
Lagos,
you know
Lagos
mega city and whatever. What they don't know is that place is getting old already. They don't even know. You know, in fact, 50% of the buildings that in Lagos, to be honest, if I go to Lagos today, I will never go to any high-rise building. If you invite me to high-rise building today, come and say hello to us. No, I'd rather go to a shack because I know that one will never collapse.
At least if it does, because I have a chance of survival.
Exactly. So all these they are Lagos. Anything can happen anytime. So Nigeria, God knows. I don't know if I start laughing. You know, I just can't. You know, I can't. If I start laughing, honestly, I won't finish laughing.
You know what somebody said that when the situation is beyond crying, you just laugh. Because like you want to cry, but it's beyond crying. Crying won't help. You just laugh. That's when you laugh like, I get you, Baba. But, you know, the standard continue to fall. But they are still using the same standard as the standard of that Nigeria deserve. That's where people should begin to feel worried. In 2024, right? They are using Lagos as a standard of what Nigeria should be. And you know wrong. You know wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, so you know, there's no security in Nigeria. There's nothing, because the money that the governors use to secure their states, to patrol, to get in a patrol car, you know, for police to patrol everywhere, every 24 hours, every hour, going around. They don't have it.
No.
So places, you know, most of the places in Nigeria are not patrolled, so they are not governed. You know, in fact, people would say that we've never seen police here for the past 4 years.
I know.
Because police doesn't patrol.
I know.
There's nothing. You know, you can't really, you know,
places,
local government.
Yeah, in some local government areas, the police station, they have to close at 4 p.m. for security reasons.
You see, security reasons, police
station has to close by 4 p.m. You know, they do like say the rest of you can find your way for the following day. When they open at 10 a.m. the following day, they shut at 4.
So why
are you shutting?
Why do we have government?
They said for security reasons.
Yeah, why do we have government then in Nigeria?
Just to take rent.
You see? Why do we have government? So people people have to understand that they are already dead. People are walking dead. There's nothing. Is either you stand up for your rights now before they start putting you inside the 6 feet.
You know what I mean?
So is either, you know, just so you know, because
that's my worst.
Mr. Tinubu is not ready to do anything. He's just there. He wants to amass his own wealth and then legitimize his own wealth, because he knows that after being a president, everything, for his family and his cohort. Everybody, nobody touches them again. That's it. That's why he's there. It's nothing. Nothing is coming.
It's called lifetime immunity. Once you get to that club, nobody touches whatever you steal. They can talk about your loot, they can talk about what you, but nobody touches your stuff. Nobody touches it.
Yeah. So, Baba, look, thank you very much for your work.
Thank you.
We ordinary Nigerians, we really appreciate you. And then I know that God will continue to strengthen you.
Amen.
And then, Nigeria will change for better. And of course, very soon we will. Yeah, we have a good government that will later, pardon every one of us that say, no worries. Now we have a good, so we can always go back home, and say hello, to our loved ones.
I mean, everybody will love you. Not a place where they are using the Interpol, their security men that were supposed to prevent crime.
That's what they are good at anyway. To destroy. That's all they are good at. All this, they're not good at anything else. Yeah. Okay, sir. Good night. Thank you very much.
It's really good to hear from you. Thank you, sir. So I have another caller. Somebody was surprised. Like, is that a joke? Hang on my caller just for a second, okay? Just 1 second, man. Somebody was surprised that police station closes for security reason. Which one is funny? Their police station actually closes. A police post actually closes shop, or that they close at 4 p.m. for security reason. So you won't tell me, say you never see where vigilante rescue soldiers and police from kidnappers. Police couldn't rescue their own officers. Now vigilante rescued them. And when you see the picture, the police officer was like clinging on to that vigilante, like, thank you so much. Thank you very much. If not because of you, I would be dead by now. Thank you. Nigeria, there's nothing we haven't seen before. And they pay attention. Hello there.
Hello. Thank you so much, Mr. Yezmoigo. Thank you. God bless you for everything you're doing. Yeah. See, I just want to appeal to Nigerians. Me, honestly, this thing that is going on in Nigeria, this has become something else. It's extreme. I don't know why people just sit down there and they just pretend as if everything is going on well when they are really suffering. This thing is too much. It's getting too much. See what they did in that Plateau. I saw one of these people, I mean, I don't want to mention the name. I saw it on Instagram. It showed us this thing, the natural resources.
Oh, that guy, that very dark man. He called it
dark man. Yeah, yeah. So he went there. It honestly showed all the villages. They burned the villages. It went to two villages. One is big, another one is like small village. And they burned, they destroyed everything. Everything. Yeah. What does that mean? They don't want those people to live there again. They went there just to evacuate the whole place. I mean, all because of that natural resources. And we see these people.
There's other iron ore that they always used to make. Because they make soda iron. You see that they use
soda iron. Yeah. Honestly.
So they are killing them.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Go on.
Yeah, they're killing people all because of that. Right? And now the guy was like appealing to government, like, please, government, do we need to appeal to government to rescue us? Do we need to call them? Do we need to say, come and help us? This is what is going on. No. They saw this thing and they pretend they did. They were just saying, oh, they will do this, they will do that, without doing anything. No. They left all the kids, see children, it's just a country, and you people, you are just watching, you are just pretending, you are just going to party, you are doing that in New Year, you are doing this and that. I'm appealing to Nigerians, please, Nothing is working. This country is not working. People are dying day in, day out. I saw one person as well. They buried that person without head. They cut off the head of the guy.
Young man.
Yes.
A young man.
Young man. They cut off his head.
There is another guy.
And these people are saying
they killed his father too. There's this guy. They said this guy has 4 children, right? And
it's not happening everywhere.
Yeah, now they
yes. And imagine what is going on in that country. Yeah. Please, let's just please this country. People need to go out. People need to protect. People need to do everything. See what they are doing. You said Igbos are taking up your country. I mean, your Lagos or whatever you are saying it. Now they are recruiting Hausa in Lagos and giving them. They gave them. I mean,
they gave them in the ship.
They gave them the certificate. These are the kids. I mean, these people.
I have not seen their reaction after that.
Nothing. So now, you people, when they keep recruiting all these people, and if anything happens, then what will happen? These people, they will just kill everybody because they are not part of you. They are not your past. They are Hausa. They have Fulani.
They say
so they are recruiting them in Lagos.
They say we have Fulani phobia.
Fulani phobia.
Hausa phobia. But who is not going to be afraid and have a phobia for people who just kill people?
People are killing. I saw one video as well. I don't know if you saw that one.
Which one?
We are the Fulani. They were celebrating. Yeah, they were celebrating.
I have seen few.
After that attack, they were there, and they would see the way they were shooting. Oh my God, this is no war. And they are saying Allah Akbaru. Allah Akbaru. Allah Mashallah. Imagine killing people and saying this is acting. This is acting.
Islamophobia. Who no go fear?
This is not. Go fear. Who no go fear? Tell me the bar. Who no go fear? Look at this. What is happening in this country? And everything is wrong in the country. Every damn thing. Honestly, please, people need to rise up. People need to wake up. They don't let us pretend that everything is fine. Things are not. Today's survivor. Yeah, it's today's survivor is tomorrow.
Survivors are tomorrow's victims.
Victims. Yes, today's survivor.
Today's victims, they were the survivors of yesterday.
Yes.
They survived yesterday. Some of them didn't make it beyond today. All of us making it beyond today. We are tomorrow's victims too.
Anything can happen to anybody. Look at what is happening about mobile case. See what they are doing. Everything is scattered. Everything is honestly. This is so sad. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
What it is. You know what? When the time is right, okay, nobody will be told to rise. Okay. In fact, you won't even ask before they start.
So it's time already.
No, we are getting
time. It's time.
I know.
Huh?
Thank you so much.
Let me thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
See, you see that a lot of people said, those of you who are in the diaspora, they say now all of us they catch feeling that this thing is not as hard as we are seeing it. But you say all of us in diaspora, and every small thing they make us they catch feelings because they have killed the humanity in many Nigerians. All right. 60 people killed in Katsina, 250 kidnapped. Man, these ones don't have news today. All this newspaper don't get any real news today. They're just talking about people killed in Kano and 24 people, really? 24 people kidnapped in Katsina. Oh, women and children were kidnapped again in Niger. Oh, women and children. Why is it that there is no news in this country anyway? They have turned people to be insensitive. If it is not happening to them, maybe it is not happening. So that is why they are telling some of us that now where the diaspora they catch all these feelings. In Nigeria, everybody like
one
name, Osita.
One name, Duto. In fact, anything that says he doesn't agree with you,
Osita.
That thing is enemy, not enemy of progress, but enemy to humanity.
Absolutely.
You know, I was just trying to watch your program before and just watch through without saying anything, but I just said, let me just put one or two together.
As usual, please.
Yeah, as it is. You know, the other day somebody said something about Crude, and somebody was angry that some people said something about Crude. Let me tell you something about Crude. Let me tell you something about whether you're a soldier or not. Like I used to tell some few of my friends that I know they are in the Nigerian army. I told them that whether you're a soldier or not, all we know that we are joined together in this stupidity, in this nonsense, by that name called Nigeria.
No one is
you are feeling the same heat every other person is feeling.
That's right.
Not because they give you command to go and shoot somebody and then you go and shoot and you think, but you still feel the same heat. So whether the coup will come or the coup doesn't come, all where we are approaching, what we are approaching right now is state of anarchy, whereby people don't respect anything anymore. Yes. When you look at it, right from 1999, let's talk about 1999 till date, we have never seen where a governor becomes so erratic. Even the president, even I think Obasanjo once did something, and he had a backlash from people where he saw a policeman flogging somebody, then he took the distance and flogged the policeman. You see, one thing that people don't realize here is we've not seen where a governor will think he has amassed all power, all will to come in public sphere and say to somebody, even if that person is not a military man, and he say,
it's absolutely not his job, but it is Nigeria, big man.
Yes, that's the reason why I will have to jail you.
Yes, telling him that I will jail you, arrest him, put him there.
I will jail you. You see
power.
You don't even, so now there's something that people don't understand. In the law of physics, in kinetic theory, the object is not going to move except an external force is being applied. So when the more you sword, the more blood flows too. You sword, the more blood flows.
Right.
You understand? So by the time you get to that point whereby the governor, the politicians are becoming erratic, a time will come, the ordinary man will push back. So that is what you are saying, that a governor did something, and somebody who wore the uniform, if it's a police,
if it's a military man. Exactly, like, people like me can say things, what they want to me.
Exactly.
But when the soldier says what that guy said, well, God bless them.
And you now see the soldier talking back. What it shows is that you will always understand that there is a break of law and order going on within their camp. Let me say something clearly. When the 1966, when that war broke out, it wasn't because of people wants to fight war. It was as a result of you had a very big issue within the military, especially in the lower rank. In the lower rank, by the time they have a big division, I am telling you, anything can happen. What you had in 1966 was not really cool. It was a pushback to the breakdown of law and order in government.
Where you had the Hausas, the Yorubas,
that was a revolution.
And all of that. Till tomorrow, all the soldiers who survived it said it was a revolution. It wasn't a coup.
It was a revolution. It wasn't a coup. So what you are going to see is going to be a revolution. And for me, I don't even pray that it should be a gentleman revolution. I want it whereby people, everybody, you know, this time around in Nigeria, the top 1%, I call them top 1%, those criminals, they are not feeling what anybody is feeling right now. But like Nnamdi Kanu said, he said this time around that everybody is going to have a feeling of what is going to happen.
That's right.
If anybody is joking with himself and thinking that Nigeria will be good, Nigeria will never be good.
Not this way.
The only good thing that will happen to us in that country right now is that break it up and let everybody go. If anybody thinks that, oh, we can have a pushback and we'll have a discussion, that discussion is not going to work.
No.
Even if you like, sign it down. They are just buying time. So let us go our separate ways. Like somebody said, it still doesn't stop me if I want to go and marry somebody from Hausa.
That's right.
From the north.
If you want to live the rest of your life in Yoruba land too, it's your choice.
In Yoruba land, it still doesn't stop me. Then I will respect it. Yes, there's a lot of Nigerians who live in Ghana.
They say now only parasites, they fear to live alone because parasites need a host to feed on.
You need a host.
So if there is no host to a parasite will die. Who is now a parasite?
So,
whoever doesn't want Nigeria to break up.
Yeah.
Continue.
So we keep thinking that, one Messiah will come, or that we can have a discussion.
No,
you see, we have passed that time of having that discussion. Even in America today, let's say, for example, America or Great Britain, if they break now, let's say something happened and they break, I'm telling you, they are never going to have the discussion to come back again. No. The world has passed that.
You have to move on.
Time of discussing.
We can't discuss Brexit again. A lot of the people who voted to stay in the EU, they are currently, challenging those who voted us out of the EU. Or whether you supported it or not, is binding. We are not going back. That's it.
Back. That's it.
You move on.
So it is difficult to have that particular conversation people think that we are going to have.
You know,
these people here, they've been born like this. They've been shaped into what the monster they are. And you think that a monster will later turn into a beautiful bird?
Simply because
it's not going to be
you are speaking Queen's grammar, Abi. You're speaking Queen's English. So a murderer will suddenly become a nice person around you. It doesn't work that way. No.
So each of these people that comes in power, like what the last caller said, each of them that comes in power is to come and legitimize the corruption that he has been into before. He's coming to collect the certificate.
That's right. And buy lifetime immunity.
And get lifetime immunity. This is what you are looking at. It is not as if Tinubu, where he is, he knows he cannot do anything. He knows he doesn't have anything upstairs. No. He knows that even there is nothing, absolutely nothing he can do. So we are all just here. We are begging. I know they listen to your program. Your program has been one of the best programs that everybody listens to in Nigeria. I had to tell somebody that, do you know Mayegu? They will tell you, yes, I've heard about him. They are watching.
They don't like to associate with me in public. They were like, you know, something that I kind of find funny, right? I don't know if you have also observed that. When you ask people and say, oh, you listen to Mayegu? I say, yes, now I listen to you too. So you two, you are listening to that man, Nabi. So you are one of those who are listening to him so that so you are planning to fight the government one day. As if it is a bad thing, Osita. Like some people just like, so you said are listening to him. So you are one of those who are looking to fight our leaders. Like as if to say Mayegu is somebody. somebody you must not be openly associated with. Do you know there are people who don't want to associate with me publicly? Osita. Like they don't want people to know that they know me one-on-one. Like they don't want people to see that they do. Not because they are going to come for them like physical attack, but they don't want anybody to say, oh, so yourself, you know that my gonna be. Oh, yeah, get out of here. Why? Like why?
So the reason is because, the reason is because they don't like the truth to be told. All these things is a reality before all of us. That this thing is never going to work. It was never going to work.
No.
I was talking to one of them, the younger brother that he lives here. Dino, Malay. I was talking to the younger brother. And we were talking about constitutional issues, which is the constitution. And believe me, he was talking like a politician. And they're thinking that is right. That the constitution, I said, I'm not going to quote the constitution, but the constitution has never been able to defend the integrity of the ordinary man. And that is what the constitution is all about, to defend the integrity of the ordinary man, of the citizen.
So that
so the only way we can do away, somebody said there's three kinds of people: the idiot, the tribesman, and the citizen. The only way we can understand what is called citizenry in Africa or in that same contraption, it is when everybody goes their own way. Then you will begin to understand the meaning of oneness, that you have one common heritage in life. And that is when we will progress. Thank you very much.
So, Sita, God bless you as usual, as always. Okay, thanks so much for indeed stopping by. I would have ended Angono. Let's try. I would have possibly ended the call there, but I'll take just one more before I call it tonight. So, Sita, bless you. So, here. Hello there.
Yeah, MG, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. Compliment of the season. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you for everything you've been doing so far. May God bless you and your family and all members of Temple of Truth.
Amen.
May God bless all of you.
Bless you, Baba.
I just came back from Nigeria on the 30th of December. Wow. I spent barely 2 months. I left since November 8th and came back on the 30th of December. I spent the Christmas and then went home to see some of my families. According to, well, everybody is fine. According to, I just want to say some other things.
Share with us,
my observation. Yeah, and that is the Nigeria we saw before is gone. There is a massive poverty everywhere, massive that it has gone to the villages. Where I came from in Ondo State, we are very proud people. I know in some places in Nigeria, we don't beg.
You know,
we work and labor for whatever we are, and for whatever we are,
and we are
we're doing
from whatever we get as reward for our hard work. Baba, tell us.
Yeah. I was surprised to go to my hometown, and we're having, one of my brothers having a chieftaincy title, and then I was surprised to see young men and young girls from the ages of 10 to 20 to 25 doing oraisa, begging Baba Efalo, Baba, and like those Lagosians, the way they were doing on the streets.
You know, jumping up and down, raising hand like Baba.
Yeah.
And then if you are not responding, they begin to send us some threat words like, oh, okay, so are you, so you know what that stuff is? That like, has it gotten that bad?
Mayegun, to be sincere, these boys, when I see them, I said to myself, is this place where I grew up, or is another place entirely? And if the most brutal aspect of it is that these boys, they don't even fear policemen with gun. They even threaten the police.
Wow. That
if the police will come in between them and the person they are begging money from, they're gonna do something to them that they will run away from that time. You know, I have to thank God for what I received from you and from my educational background.
God bless you.
You know, I went to the midst of these boys. I was with their beg. I look at them and I started talking to them, started advising them. And I was talking to about 3. All of a sudden, they're about 20, 25. They mill around me. They were listening. Then I said, what is the problem? They said, Baba, Kusisheni, no work. What is your education? What is your qualification? I'm a school sir. Are you Unko? I'm on AND and HND. What is your area of specialization? Then I started telling them how they can do this thing. You know what they told me? One of them who is an agricultural engineer, he said he wanted to go farming. But whatever they plant on the farm, the Fulani people, they will come there and use their cow and eat everything, and they threaten them. You see? And see, to the extent that I tried to talk to the king of our town, and Baba, it has gone to the worst. Wow. And another thing is that during the Christmas day in Lagos is just like a desert. It's like a where I was living that I'm telling you, there's nothing like celebration. Everywhere was, you know, it's so dry.
It's so real. Like we grew up in those places, so Baba. I grew up in Lagos too. Sure, you know. And like you can easily tell when Eku is not crying like Eku, and Eye is not crying like Eye. You can easily tell. Say, when the children they cry like a cat or logbo, you know, say you can easily tell. So you're telling me that it was so visible because you just came back. It was so visible that you kind of felt it yourself, like, what's the
I swear, I can tell this is the truth. I swear to God. And there's another place I normally go in Ayobode, and Automanta, and all those stuff.
Yeah.
In 2022, when I went to those kind of places, and there's a beer parlor, there's an hotel, and all those stuff. Even during Christmas time, you can count the head of people that are there. They are not that place that is always filled up with a drive.
I can imagine just picturing it. Oh, sorry. I think the network has interrupted us, I would say, right? And I was quite into that conversation, so to say, even though our time is almost up, you know. So those of us who kind of go back to Nigeria, for example, those of us who sort of follow this platform and others all over the place who also kind of go to Nigeria as well. And do you ever ask yourself how people are managing to kind of pretend that everything is fine? I mean, that must take some special case of strong mental, what have you, if you know what I mean. Fortunately, those who are telling you that they are doing something about it are not doing anything about it than to make it worse for everyone. Fortunately, I'm going to go along with the projection of some of my callers tonight who believe that if things continue the way they are and nothing is done to change the trajectory, right, then the implosion of Nigeria is probably more imminent than we can all imagine. So I am going to okay, let's see if I probably still get this back. I don't know if I got you back. Hello there.
Yeah, my MG.
Baba,
I even tried to call you back.
I was about rounding it up. I mean, seems that I'm more interested in that gist. So I was asking earlier that you are saying with what you saw, they are so more pronounced now. Do you ever wonder how people kind of live by that every day? You know what I mean? Like, without complaining, like, you know, do you ever wonder, like, oh, while everybody should feel okay with all of these things going on? Like, do you ever feel that? Or ask them?
My ego. You see, I'm just like, I'm your student who has graduated. And I try to ask people questions. And the question the answer they gave me is that, Baba, Deron. And but I said in 2020, 2021, when I came, even 2021, I was telling you guys, you should vote for the right person. And all you are saying is that Yoruba local and all those. I said, how far about Emilokon? Let us pray for this. I said, you don't need to pray for these people. All you need to do is to be cursing them. Look at all this. Look at these roads. I said, I bought a piece of land here since 1997, and this road has been like that. This Ayobo to Paradija. It has always been like that. And you people, you never learn. What I observe is that there's no communication. That is, the government information has been blocked.
Like totally out.
People don't know what is going on again. So it's mouth-to-mouth information, and because the government is not telling them, they only hear what the government is saying, is what they told them. So they don't know the in-depth of what they are going into. They have been boxed in a corner. Just like when Mike Tyson knocked somebody out, for you to come back and face, And the policemen, even on my way to Ondo State, you can see from Ijebu, you can see at least every 5 kilometers, you see police checkpoint. What are they doing on that? I don't know. All collecting rubber, collecting their whatever they are collecting. Even in Lagos Island, you see policemen working with the area boys. The area boys are the one collecting money given to them.
So they still do that, eh? That one has been a long time, Baba. It will be the tout that will be collected. You will see police, you see police roadblock here. And then once you want to pay the bribe, you go and give it to that tout next, like about 100 meters away. You pay the bribe. Once the tout says you have paid like that, then you can continue your journey. So they still do that. You still witness that.
It's not even up to 100 meters away.
Yeah.
It's just from hand to, they collect the money from the driver and give it to the policeman there. And these policemen and policewomen, adults, you can see it's just like that. And things are so, poverty is physical. If that word really means something, physical, that is, you can see poverty naked right in your face. Even at the airport is another thing entirely.
Wow.
The custom officer, the security officer with badges, with eagles and whatever, they will be the one begging you for money again. And they will make your life miserable. Sometimes they will make you lose your flight for just 1,000 naira. So what I'm saying is that I am not surprised, because when all these messages, all this information, they are being disseminated. They have been crippled. People now,
like they have done so well to block out access to real information that could at least help the people to understand what is going on. So there is no access to real information other than whatever they put on their radio and on their TV for people to consume, right?
TV. Exactly.
And people are so poor that they will not even be able to afford data here and there anymore very soon.
My brother, the bus you enter today for 200 naira, go there in the afternoon, it becomes 500 naira.
And except they will not do anything. Everybody just kind of go, can you imagine, eh? It's now 500 with this country. Where are we going? Oh yeah, shift, Jerry, make I enter. Shift. Please shift. Let's enter. So they went and they continue like that. Is that not?
Yeah. A foul is from 10,000 to 15,000. A foul TOT, that is if you want to
kill the chicken, the big one.
That's the chicken. You are going for about 20. No, that is the big one is from 15,000 upward.
Hey.
Yeah. Before I left home, a bag of
50 naira.
50 kg of rice. Before I left on the 30th of December, 50 kg of rice is 60,000.
Wow.
60,000. Now, today, I land at 65,000. So people are really suffering. And
they say people are
the government
eating well too, because now when you get money to chop, you go later they talk about a balanced diet. Chop waiting you see. That's what everybody is living with now. Just eat whatever you see.
At the moment, you know, me that came from abroad, oh boy, I'm gonna go to tell you how many people are they feed sometimes.
I can only imagine.
So sometimes I have to run away from my house. I have to run. They even stole my generator. You know.
Are you serious?
So
like, that's another story, right? Somebody stole your generator.
A 9 feet fence. They jump over, and I don't even know what happened in the morning. I just say, there's a fence there, yeah, in front of my house. I don't know how they opened it and they took it. When I came out in the morning, hello, when I just the generator has disappeared.
What's the size?
It's about
is that all those
4
kg? 50 kVA or something?
No, maybe I better pass my neighbor now, you know now.
It has to
It's
be
a big
one,
generator.
eh? You know why I'm asking, right? You know why I'm asking. I remember one time when they stole a generator, of our neighbor. And you know what they did was that when they stole it, they didn't turn it off. You know, if they turn it off, sometimes you might feel like, the light is going to stop at once, and you might think it's the fuel, right? And if somebody may jump outside to go and check. So when they stole this generator, they did not turn it off. They just removed the plug, and they carried the generator while it's still working. They carried it like that. So the neighbor thought it was like slowly and slowly the sound disappeared. So to him, it must have been that petrol is finished. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Jerry. Meanwhile, it was this generator they were carrying away while it was still working, doing like that until the sound. That's why I'm asking about the size of your generator, because yours probably required some teamwork to carry it over the fence. That's new. And that's what I said about when poverty increases, crime is going to increase. All kinds of crimes. All right?
Yeah.
And that's where Nigeria is headed, Baba.
Baba, I just see that, but the way people are pumping up, anger, people are angry. Any little thing, even in the bus stop, any little thing
is anger.
People are just angry.
Fight.
Yeah. Now they are fighting each other. Even over 1 naira this thing, you see people, fighting. A loaf of bread, I bought it 1,500. My even is as if
they said it's a loaf of bread is 700. Is it up to that?
No.
Did you buy this bigger size?
Yeah, I bought the bigger size.
What's
1,500
size that is like that?
Yeah, it's about a foot long.
Bread, then, right? All those big size Tollgate bread.
No. I bought this one at the bus stop at Ayobo. But you know the funny thing is that when I squeeze the bread, it's as if only the dough that was there. There's no flour. You know the dough used to spread, and you can smell it.
Yeah.
You can perceive the odor. It's when you eat it, it's as if you are only eating the dough, not the flour.
God damn it, man.
My brother, things have gone. I don't know. But poverty is just like that. Even at the party, you see people coming from home and bringing plates. You see children, they carry their children all along and all those stuff. And you begin to wonder. That one I told you about my hometown, I was shedding tears. I just sat down when I was talking to these guys, and I was shedding tears.
Like you just feel like, so this thing is real, like bad, real. That's what I want people to feel, Baba. I want people to imagine what it's going to be like when this whole thing started kind of haunting all of us who have contributed nothing to this whole ruins and stealing and all that too. Like if all of us can think it, then those who are defending them, they can also imagine what the consequences of them defending them means to their lives and their existence. Maybe all of us can just have sense and end this nonsense. You know what I mean? That's why I do.
You know, one guy came from, one of my brother came from America there. And then, so when he said, Akin, what is happening? I said, Egmont, look at what he said. Oh, bro, that is what the country is. I said, brother, do you listen to Mayegun? I said, I used to listen to him. I said, what did you see about what Mayegun? He said, you used to listen to Mayegun. I said, Mayegun is my mentor. He said, no wonder. No wonder. I said, what do you mean by no wonder? He said, the way I was talking to this guy, because the policemen, they even came around me. They thought something is going to happen. Because those guys, they mill around me. I was just in their middle. And I was just facing them, talking to them one by one. So he said he's watching me from afar. But when he saw the way those guys just sat down and be looking at me, and the policeman, I just told the policeman to go away that I'm okay.
It's fine. I'm fine here now.
Yeah. So I said, brother, I learned how to talk to people, despite the fact that I'm a prison custody officer, but I learned a lot from the guy they called Mayegun, how to talk to the soul of people, how to talk to them, how to make them realize certain things, because you need to talk to people at their level,
yes,
and on top of their level and below their level. And I arrive and meet them at the middle
thing. Exactly, and you begin to communicate faster.
Exactly.
Than you even imagine that they are hearing you. You get it, Baba. You get it.
So by the time I was going, this guy they just say, Baba, thank you. I said, out of about 20 or 30 people I'm talking to, I said, next year when I come by the grace of God, I want to see at least 10 of you change for good. And I started pointing like a pastor, one by one. I say, I want to see you become good this year. I want. Then they say, Baba, me too. I will change. I will become so. I say, you can only talk, but I want to see you in action. So, Mayegun, I don't need to.
I'm proud of you. No, this time around, I will be the one on behalf of other members here and everyone who actually does similar things as well, right? You are the real ambassadors. You are the people that you can choose not to get involved and you will still be fine. But Mayegun made all of you realize that even when you are comfortable, when you are better off, take a look around you. If you don't pay attention to what is going on around you, your success may be your own, your greatest undoing, okay? Because when you are about to enjoy your success, you realize those abandoned by the system that you probably never know they really exist that much until you show interest. So when you speak to them like that, when all of us leave that our comforts, because we are comfortable, to be honest, right? When we leave our comfort to meet with people that we believe are the victims of the system, you are being great ambassador, and I'm proud of you, sir. Seriously, I am. And I'm proud of everyone who does that too. God bless you. I appreciate that, all right? And thanks for sharing too. Thank you so much, sir.
And Mayegun, thank you very much. You see these little touches that you are touching the life of people with the members of Temple of Truth.
Yes, sir.
The little money, the little one we are doing, by the grace of God, helping other people. It goes a long way. Baba, you are touching solo. Even the Bible said, do your best and leave the rest.
That's right.
Jesus Christ said, the only help you can do for me is help other people. Right. Yeah, if you have three clothes, give one to the person that doesn't have. So what you are doing, apart from information, enlightening people and opening their mind, you are even giving food. We are even feeding some people.
I've made a lot of people put their resources together to reach out to people that can never say thank you to them.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people we reach out to. Number one, we may never meet them in our lives, right? And they may never see us face to face to say thank you. But we are touching them. You are right, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm grateful to Almighty God that I at least one pound or 2 pounds from my money goes into that kind of a thing. So, and even some of the projects we are doing back home, when I was going home, there was a bridge that collapsed one time, and we have our diaspora meeting here. When I was going into in the public bus, and somebody just said, "Oh, they have done this place. Oh, God bless those people that did it." In my heart, I say amen. Amen. I didn't say I'm part of it, you see. God bless so you. That is what will become.
Thank you very much for sharing that. My regards to everyone, by the way, to the family, okay? And it's good to have you back here. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So that is where we are going to draw the curtains tonight. I never thought we would last this long, remember? I'm glad that I waited a bit, even though a lot of us probably have felt like, no, I'm just going to go to bed. So thank you for staying until this moment. I will see everybody some other time. If you joined us midway, remember, you need to watch this from the start, okay? And yes, do not leave without dropping your own offering, liking the broadcast. I will see you again next time. So good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.